Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck, feeling like you can't get ahead in your finances? Yeah, me too. And yes, the cost of living has gone up over the years, and that plays a factor. But I don't think it's primarily an economy issue. I think it's primarily a mindset issue. And I've decided to flip the script on my finances, not just for me, but for the sake of my kids. So I want to share that mindset shift with you. And I want to share the 50-30-20 budgeting principle that has allowed me to understand where my money is going. All right, let's go. Now, I believe this one mindset shift is the first step to building your financial freedom and your financial legacy. You and you alone are responsible for your financial education and your financial situation. Growing up, my family and my parents did the best they could, but they did not teach me anything about how to manage my money, about investments, or anything of that nature. And we know the school systems are not going to teach you that as well. So as I became an adult, I didn't know much about financial education. But the moment that I blame my parents for my lack of education, the moment that I blame the school system or the government or anybody else for my lack of knowledge in this area, I give up my power to them. I give up my responsibility to them, and that's not going to help me get the financial freedom. So the first step is to take responsibility for where you are and what you know. And if you don't know something, we're living in an era where most of the information can be free. Go on YouTube, go look up a credible YouTube channel, go look up credible podcasts on money, go look up the most popular and helpful money books, go get a financial coach. All these things you can do, and that's in your control, so that you can have a better understanding about your money. And when you can come to the point where you can say that I am where I am because of the choices that I've made, that I'm in debt because of the choices that I made, that I'm living paycheck to paycheck because of the choices that I made, at that point, you have gained your power back to choose different and to build a different future. Now, if you want to take ownership of your finances, you must understand where your money is going. And for the longest time, I only had a vague idea of where my money was going. But when I started to use the 50-30-20 principle, I started to get real clarity of where my money was going. Now, the 50-30-20 principle is just a rule of thumb that allows you to categorize your take-home income into 3 separate categories. 50% of your money that you take home goes to your needs, 30% goes to your wants, and 20% goes to savings, debt, and I'm going to add in there giving. So now that we know the 3 main categories, let me define them. Needs. This is all the expenses that you need, absolutely need, to get from month to month. So, for instance, rent or the mortgage, utilities, food, insurance. These are things that you need to get from month to month. The wants is everything else that's not what you need. So subscriptions, dining out, one-time purchases. These are things that you don't necessarily need. I noticed that 10% of my total income goes to dining out. So that made me think, what if I cut that in half, made that 5%? What could I do with the extra 5%? That's $5,000 to $6,000 per year. I can take that 5% and put it to debt. I can take that 5% and put it into my business. I can take that 5% and put it into vacation. And this is what tracking your money and knowing where your money is going can do for you. It gives you the power to have options. Look at this verse real quick to understand the importance of savings. Proverbs 13:22 says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Would you rather have 100% of your income go to making somebody else wealthy, or would you like to have a portion of your income set aside to make the future for your kids and your grandchildren better, to set your grandchildren up for success? What would you choose? This category is reserved for delayed gratification. You cannot spend this now. This money is going to go into your retirement fund so that your money can start making money for you. It's going to go into your emergency fund so that if something comes up financially, you have money in the bank and you don't have to go take out a loan or go into credit to fix your financial emergency. And it's also going to go from me to my church organization or to other charities. Regardless of what you decide to do with your money, the 50-30-20 rule is a good baseline for you to understand where your money is going so that you can start to take responsibility of your financial education and your financial future. Our kids are depending on us to make the right decisions now and to teach them how to make the right decisions. And I know that we all can do that. So let's go make it happen. All right. Until next time.